I think Beavis and Butthead would do a better job.
That's kind of an insult to Beavis and Butthead. Yeah, they sad though. Talk about something happier, like a 7-day work week.
Yeah, who wouldn't be stoked on that? We must win at any cost.
I can't get enough of work. It's my favorite thing.
You know what I want to do? Double the amount of work I do for my employer.
Yeah. Yeah, we thought we were like cool with like the 40-hour work week. That's so pussy, dude. We got the 90-hour work week, dude. That's fucking dope. That's what it takes though to be on top of the world. Isn't that just like slavery? I'm like, how many hours are there in a week? I mean, it's just like,
That's how many they'll have you work.
yeah.
You pretty much just work, go home, make a meal, go to sleep, wake up, go to work, repeat.
Totally, yeah.
That's how Jocko Willink works.
I guess there is like 160 hours, 68 hours in a week though.
Yeah, 80 is only,
So like 90, it's like you don't,
yeah, let's work 90.
you don't need to sleep, so just not sleep.
We could do 100. Step it up.
Yeah.
You don't want to fall.
Yeah, that's the head of
the
the head of infrastructure giant Larsen and Toubro, which is one of the top conglomerates in India. So yeah, don't work for that guy. Gotta be desperate, I guess. Yeah. Then again, maybe you'll be on top of the world. It's like who's on top of you? Yeah, you'll be on top of the world. While your employees are dead in a grave at like the age of 40. But yeah, the CEO of one of India's largest conglomerates, Larsen and Toubro, has come under fire after advocating for a 90-hour work week. During an interaction with employees, S N Subrahmanyan, chairman of L&T, which has interests from infrastructure to IT and defense, said he regrets he is not able to make you work on Sundays. Yeah, boo-hoo. If I can make you work on Sundays, I will be more happy because I work on Sundays. Subrahmanyan was heard telling employees in an updated video that has emerged on Reddit. What do you do sitting at home? How long can you stare at your wife? How long can the wife stare at husband? Yes.
Okay.
Because that's what we do, dude. Like, literally has no concept of the average marriage where they're like literally trying to avoid each other as much as possible. It's like my dad, he read comic books all day. He never stared at his fucking wife once. Yeah, my mom. I don't know if I ever saw him lift his eyes up to look at his wife once. It's like, yeah, that's what we do. We just stare at each other. We're like at the dinner table just staring at each other all day for like 8 hours, just staring at each other.
I'd also work on Sundays if I was making a CEO salary.
I know, yeah. That's like, yeah, if you're that rich, dude, I'd work. Yeah, totally. I don't mind working 7 days a week if I'm going to be a billionaire.
Yeah, if I'm making $300,000 an hour.
Yeah. I work 7 days a week to make no money on Cat Ballz.
Yeah.
You're like, why does it suck so much then? It should be better.
Subscribe and smash the like.
This
Indian CEO is under fire. He should be under fire from Luigi Mangione.
I was gonna say, like, it's one thing if as long as you're not hypocritical, he's like, well, I work that much, it's at least, but then he's just like completely incognizant of like anybody else's life and desires or anything. He's like, doesn't everybody just want to work 7 days a week? And like,
doesn't everybody hate their wife? And
it's like, and again, like you said, it's like he's like running a business. It's like, that's cool when you're like running a business or doing something where you have a lot more autonomy and like a lot more say and you're gonna potential to make money, And in his case, he's actually making that money and like doing it. So it's like, yeah, but then like you're like a bottom feeder employee for the company, like making minimum of what they're just like, it's like, you don't want to work 7 days a week for that. Grind your whole life away for nothing, or like barely scratching by, just so your like CEO's company can like do better. Subrahmanyan gave an example of the Chinese who work 90 hours a week, suggesting that if you got to be on top of the world, you have to work 90 hours a week. It's the worst example ever. Everyone's miserable there. No one wants to emulate the Chinese. And if they're advancing at all, it's because they're benefiting from a lot of trade deals and other benefits and from the steal of intellectual property. If they had to pay for patents and do things fairly like the rest of the world that uses intellectual property, like they would not be making the money they are. And that's why like all these
They'd be in
companies,
15th place.
the best, most advanced chips and technology in the world is not being produced in China, contrary to popular belief and what they'll tell you. It's all being produced in like the Netherlands and other places. And like, I don't even know what these dudes are talking about. What is this like?
Yeah.
Just saw an
We've all
article
bought
today
things
about
from
that.
China.
Yeah. A lot of the best technology and like not even really able to use, and they have some of their companies have sanctions, like the Hawaii, that was what the article is like. This one company, TSMC, which is ended a business contract with the Singapore based company because they're like working with Huawei, it's like Chinese, which is like in violation. Like a lot of these companies, they're just like in violation for like stealing and other violations, and they're just like all in pretty
Yeah, their
corrupt
last foldable
everything, and they're
phone
trying
was
to
a ripoff of the Samsung foldable phone, and it was a complete failure.
totally,
Can't make
yeah,
anything decent.
yeah. And so it's
Always
like they're
sucks.
trying to act like China's like this like leading edge technological place. It's kind of like a myth, you know. They're getting better. They've improved a lot, but it's like they're not the cutting edge. You could
We
say
really
like
should have
maybe their
Samsung
90-hour
soon.
work week is helping them advance more, but I don't really. I think it's more the theft of intellectual property and not having to pay for patents and the rights of stuff that'll gives them a competitive edge more than anything else.
Yeah.
Plus, they got like a lot of natural resources and metals there and stuff, and a lot of other things. So, like, if they're not making money, it's just like, like you know, there's so many people there. It's kind of like the same as India. Here we are, like the two most populated countries, and they're just like, yeah, like 90-hour work weeks, right, bro? It's just like a couple billionaires, CEOs, just demanding everyone work 90 hours a
Countries with
week.
horrible human rights violations.
Yes. And open defecation.
Yeah, it's open defecation, a caste system where one
I would,
population just totally looks down on
I
the
would,
others as
I
not
would
even
just poop
human.
out in the, I would just poop out in the open too if I had to work 90 hours a week. I don't got time to go to the
Yeah,
restroom and like, you just got like toilet paper on you at all times. You're like, we just gotta be
I ain't got
prepared to
time
do
for
this
this.
anywhere. Yeah. It's like why you're transporting and transport. It's like the Mongolians that would like poop and pee off the horseback, you know? So like you're trying to escape them and like you can't because they're just so adept at horseback and so fast and mobile, and they're even willing to like poop and pee while they're riding off the horseback. So like good luck outrunning them if you try to run away.
Yeah,
You just
they're
gotta
drinking and
surrender.
driving, rolling up a blunt with the one hand and pooping and
Yeah.
peeing at the same time.
Yeah, but see, that's how you get ahead. That's how the Mongols got ahead. So you just gotta open defecation in 90-hour work weeks.
We need to work 168-hour work week.
Yes, but yeah, it's pretty great.
I
That's funny.
want to win.
At least like no one agrees and everyone's just like, screw this guy. I'd be more horrified if everyone's like, that's a good idea. Just like, of course, CEO guy wants 90-hour work weeks.
Yeah, everybody's like, wait, what's this guy look like? So if I ever see him, I will punch him
Oh
in the
yes,
face.
yeah.
Punch that
It's
guy
like
in the face.
how long can you stare at wife? Be fair,
How
it's
long
like
can you stare at your wife? I hate my fucking kids. My wife is from a lower caste system. I'm ashamed of her and my stupid kids.
how long can you stare at wife? Stare at machine. I'm gonna stare at my
How long can
computer
you
screen
stare at
for
the poop
90
on the
hours. 90 hours of staring at my computer screen. My eyes are like burning. The retinas are literally burning through. That's better than staring at my wife, though.
How long can you stare at Vegeta poop memes on the internet?
Stay at home. Like, why do we even get married? I'm going back to work. Sunday, sorry, dude. Sorry, honey. I'm working Sundays too. It's for our marriage.
Click the like and subscribe buttons for more videos like this, and we'll catch you next time. Cat Ballz.